Ghana National Union of Technical Students has organized their annual summit with the aim to empower the students across Ghana in order to reduce the rate of unemployment in the country through idea sharing, among others. Speaking with the media at the event was the representative from the Ministry of Youth and Sport, Mr.Nelson Owusu answer urged the youth in Ghana to take advantage of online job opportunities in order to reduce the rate of unemployment in Ghana.
I was just admonishing my colleague young people here who have gathered to discuss matters concerning their own development, to say that if you ask 10 young people today what their challenge in life is, I'm sure many of them will be pointing to the fact that they need jobs. And I said that there are many jobs that are available that we need to begin to explore. One of which is the virtual working spaces that are now becoming the order of the day globally. There are many virtual working platforms and spaces that have been created that many of these young people may not know, or even if they know, they have not taken advantage of. We need to begin to encourage them that you don't need to begin to be holding just your application letters, your CVs, moving from office to office looking for job. You can be at the corner of your home, be doing jobs and be earning hard currencies without moving a step. And that is an opportunity that globally, the new paradigm that we are beginning to experience, that we need to begin to talk to young people about some of these opportunities. So it is important that we do not restrict yourselves to the traditional ways of securing jobs and doing jobs. And that if there are any other possible opportunities, we need to begin to do that. And it's very important that we begin to highlight some of these things, because in Ghana, it is possible to begin to work virtually, because our internet system is improving by the day. Our internet coverage is improving by the day. So you don't need to worry about the fact that you're working virtually, but you don't have the access to internet and so on and so forth. Many other countries that I have visited within the sub-Saharan African or within the continent, they have challenges with internet services. They have challenges with even connectivity and so on. Ghana, our internet penetration is very high. Our mobile phone usage is very high. What that means is that we can now begin to encourage young people to begin to explore virtual opportunities. And these virtual opportunities would have a way of helping us to reduce this unemployment situation that we are currently experiencing. And so, young people that are watching, just go online, begin to type virtual jobs, and you'll be amazed the number of opportunities that will pop up for you to begin to explore. These are things that we need to begin to talk about. I'm telling you today, if there has ever been a time that the government has made conscious effort to make real investments within the technical sector, technical education sector, it is today. It is within the government of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And why am I saying that? I'm saying so because for the first time in the history of this country, the government has created a whole body responsible for technical education. And that is the body that is called TVET service. So we have decoupled TVET education from the main Ghana education service, focusing solely on technical and vocational education. And so you don't need to worry about the fact that, yes, the traditional grammar-based education has taken precedence over technical and vocational education. You don't need to worry about that at all, because now there's a dedicated focus on technical education. It is unprecedented, and we need to begin to take note of that and then encourage the government to do more. The second one is the free TVET education that we are providing. Many people have not realized that TVET education is the most expensive education globally. And why is it so? It is so because they need the tools to work with. They need the materials to work with. And so it's not just like the grammar-based education where you need just your pen and your exercise book and your textbooks to go to the classroom and begin to learn. That is not it at all. You need to begin to give them the tools, the gadgets, the equipments that they need to learn the skills with. And that is something that government has again invested so heavily in. So a lot of some of these workshops are being erected all over the country. And I'm sure the TVET Director General will be here to talk about some of these things that the government is doing. And this is real investment that the government is doing because of its belief in technical and vocational education. Currently, within all the technical universities, their laboratories are being rehabilitated and retooled, and that is very critical. These are real-time investments that in the next 5 to 10 years is going to change the face of technical education. And the good news is that because technical and vocational education has been mainstream within the educational system, regardless, you can go and learn carpentry or electricals or whatever, and you can rise through the ranks to become a professor in your area, just like any other field of endeavor that we know. And so these are things that we need to begin to talk about so that young people who are interested or do not even know the potential that this sector presents would take advantage of that and then begin to look in that direction, because that is one of the surest way that we can use to reduce the unemployment in this country. Because the products from technical education, they got out of school and they are not knocking on doors looking for job. They can create their own job. That is why all over the place, even within the informal sector, you have the seamstresses and the masons and the carpenters working for themselves. They are not knocking on doors. Why should we not look in that direction, but always focusing on grammar-based education? It is not the case that grammar-based is not good, but we're saying that we need to begin to create parity in the educational sector. We need to begin to create importance within the TVET sector. We need to begin to highlight the importance of some of these technical areas that the world over, they are looking for skilled labor in. And I think that if we are able to do that, that is the way to go. Young people will now be out of the doldrums of unemployment and all the time.
Aside me being employed as a student, I can also wire a house. I can do a whole lot of things as an electrical engineering student. So I'll urge everybody outside there to come patronize technical education. It is very good you patronize technical education. Say you bana ya baby technical education. You bana technical education. We share countries. Kuku danfo mo abonto so for Germany, India, America, this technical education. This is what they use to equip themselves. Even we share building is full of technical. Atade shemi bibia and skills. Until I will urge everybody outside there to come and patronize technical education.
So that's why we are talking about thinking, because if Ghana has already started something, we will know. We believe that a lot of infrastructure needed for a lot of students to go into technical and vocational educations are not available in most of the technical universities. So there's a need to develop infrastructure. In fact, we are talking about the 21st century here, new technologies here and there. How many students have access to those kind of technologies? So in order for us to be able to show that we are serious, we should be able to procure the needed infrastructure and equipment and gadgets, and there should be training and retraining of the teachers and lecturers at those various universities to be able to be abreast with the opportunities that the 21st century is offering. So until we do some of these things and make heavy investments into the TVET, I can say that Ghana is not yet ready.
It's magical.
And I say this because it is very important that the state recognizes the contribution of the technical sector to the economy. As I stand here before you, colleagues and friends, if this country is supposed to move to the next level and solve the problem of unemployment, there's no other place to look at than the technical sector. And so the technical sector promises to be the solution to the myriad of challenges that currently the young people of this country are confronted with. And the number one is unemployment. You cannot be a technical student and not have a job to do. And that is the paradigm we need to move into. Once you call yourself a technical student, it means that you have the skills to create your own opportunities and jobs that will move you to the next level of becoming a job creator and an entrepreneur. And I say this everywhere I go, that if I knew the potency and the potentials of technical education, perhaps I would have changed my educational journey from the grammar-based education to a more technically based education. And I'm telling you the truth. This auditorium you sit, every single item here in this room, and every single thing you are wearing is a product of technical education. Maybe you have not realized it. Everything from A to Z.
Thank you for watching Nation One TV. Kindly subscribe for more news updates.